Gardner, and today I'm going to show you how to put together this, I've been calling it the feather tree, but it's kind of a leafy green tree. Isn't it fun? So this is made on the Cameo. If you want a double-sized one, so one that's this big, which is, you know, the size of half my body, you can make it on the Cameo Pro, which I will do at some point in my Instagram feed, which is Karina Gardner Paper Crafts. So let's get started with this. This is really easy to make and a great kid project. So if you want to do this with your kids, it's a fun Christmas activity, especially if you want to build the base of it, and then your kids can add candy to it, buttons to it, pom-poms to it. You can do all sorts of fun activities with something like this, and you can have them help you actually make the base. So let's get started. Here are all your pieces, and you can see I've done layered cuts. This is cut on my Cameo. If you want to cut it on the Pro, then it will be a huge tree, which is really fun, and I'm sure I'll end up doing that, and you can see that on my Instagram feed at Karina Gardner Paper Crafts. So what you're going to start out with is your base, and what you're going to do is you're just going to bring this around, put a dot of hot glue right here on the edge, just like that. And you're going to bring this around and you're just going to overlap it just a bit. And I mean, as long as you're overlapping them about the same amount, you're going to be fine. This is your base, okay? So you're just going to use this as your base to make sure that your project is pretty, you know, firm, and it's going to be okay and put together. Now, all the other pieces are built in the same cone-like shape. So when you start to the bottom, and I just want to show you, I have already started pressing them up. So all I did was do this, and you're just going to finger press them all the way up, and it's so great because it just adds that dimension that you need. So you're going to build the cone shape right here. This is like a nesting doll situation. So you're going to build the cone shape right here, and you'll notice that I've tried to make it so that your layers of your, like, the little bottom, the bottom area, like kind of the feathers of the whole thing, it's off. So like it shouldn't be all matched up. It should be like they should be a little bit off so that you can see them underneath. Okay, so you're just gluing these little cones together. It's okay if they're not perfect. The only one you need perfect is your very top one, okay? Because what you do from here is you're gonna match up your seam line, okay? And you're going to put just a little bit of glue around the cone, just like that. Match up your seam lines so that your paper is just matched at the side like this, and you're just gonna place it right on top like that, okay? So super simple. Now, if you didn't want to do all the layers I'm about to give you, you could of course make it much smaller, but I think the layers make it really fun. Okay, so still working from the bottom, we're gonna glue this cone area again. You can see I'm just going halfway and gluing it. Match up your seam lines. It turns out into this darling project, but it's so simple to make because I tried to design it in such a way that it was just going to be just a breeze for you. Like matching up your little seam lines to make sure that it's slightly off, okay? And that you get these awesome, gorgeous little layers. All right, just gonna finish these all up. I'll show you how to do your very last one. It's not that difficult or hard. I mean, it's basically the same. You're just gonna try to do it cleaner than what I'm doing here. And then you're gonna top it off, and I'll show you how tall it ends up being. Okay, here's your final one. This one I go ahead and I kind of fold it before I start gluing it, and I just put a tiny, as little glue as I can here on the edge because people can see this one. And so then I
bring it around and hold it for a second and do my best, just kind of holding it in place. But at this point, you're probably an expert, right, at building these little points. I assume so. Go ahead and press all your little feathery bits or leafy bits out, and then glue right here to the top a little bit of hot glue, and put on your final one, matching up your seam, which is what you've been doing this whole time. Isn't that so cute? It just makes for such an interesting and different tree, and it's totally made from paper. Okay, so other things you need to know, I made this with 65-pound cardstock. I'm using the Michaels cardstock. And if you use something heavier, it's not gonna press quite as well, but it's gonna be sturdier. If you use something lighter, or you wanna use something lighter, what I recommend is something heavier for your bottom piece. And I'm gonna try some like newsprint or something for my bigger one, and using something even lighter for your top piece, okay? So that's something you can do. If you are not part of my Silhouette VIP group, I don't know what's holding you back. You need to join. It's totally free. And I send out a free die cutting file literally every single Tuesday. And I'm not sure when this records if I'm gonna be doing 12 days of Christmas, but I suspect I will be doing it very soon. It's going to be December 7th, 2020. Every December I do a 12 days of Christmas, and I send out files for 12 days. So you're not going to want to miss that. You need to join. You can join by clicking on my profile link, or clicking in the description if you're on YouTube, and or on KarinaGardner.com and click on exclusive VIP. Okay, see you guys.